Hello, everyone. Today we're looking at this problem where I initially learned perhaps the most important trick in all of graph theory that's still applicable to almost every other graph theory problem, even to this day. So you can pause the video first and look at this yourself, but essentially you have n nodes and n nodes and m edges, and you're trying to cut off nodes one at a time. When you cut off a node, all the edges connecting to it also gets cut off, and now you're trying to determine whether all the still active nodes are still connected in one connected component. So if a node gets closed off, then you don't count it anymore. So that's why it can be no and then yes again, because you can close a node. So if that node was initially its own connected component, after you close it, maybe everything else is still connected now. So that's why it can be yes, no, and then back to yes again. So you can pause the video first and think about this yourself for n and m is 2 to the fifth power, 2 times 10 to the fifth power. Okay, so there is almost no way to solve this unless you know the trick. And if you know the trick, is literally like a 1-minute solve. And the trick for this problem is called reverse time, in which you basically consider the problem in the queries backwards, and everything just gets so much easier. First of all, let's look at the initial problem. Why is it hard to solve at first? Well, because we're turning off nodes and edges. So we're basically breaking up components, which is going to be really hard to actually maintain dynamically, because every single time we have to iterate through basically the entire connected component that gets affected, and that's going to be an n squared time complexity. However, if we connect the queries backwards, we're basically adding nodes and edges back. So we're basically combining connected components instead of removing breaking connected components. And there's an algorithm that can help us do that in O1 time complexity, which is union find. So with a simple union find and this trick of considering the queries backward, we can just do this problem in, even though this looks like 100 lines of code, but I have a bunch of head files, so this is more like 50, no, even less, like 30 lines of code. You can solve this problem, and it's a gold. So this trick is undoubtedly the most useful in graph theory, and I would say that still appears even the high level gold right now and even low level platinum, because it's just so useful. And well, sometimes it's not the whole problems like it is for this one, but it's still really useful. So yeah, I mean, it's a really easy problem once you know the trick, but you just have to know this. If you don't know this, you're cooked for a lot of problems. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Okay, for the grind today, well, I'm not locked in, but also because there was science practice today, but not an excuse, well, kind of an excuse, but still, I solved one problem, and however, even though I've only solved one problem for the past few days, this one is especially off-putting because I didn't even solve it using the right algorithm. I solved it using a wrong time complexity algorithm. This is a platinum problem, so I mean it's okay, but it's also a 2016 platinum, so not okay. But I was able to get through like 70% of the solution. I was able to get through the pre-process for the DP. The DP, I was able to think of the state for the DP, but my transition was the wrong time complexity. But I did implement it, and I did get a problem right, knowing that it was a wrong time complexity. And then I looked at the official USACO solution. So now what I have here is the official algorithm. However, that thing does not work, and USACO didn't even provide me with their sample code, so I have to figure this out by myself. And usually in situations like this, in which USACO provides me with an algorithm but not the sample code, the Chinese coding website logo probably has similar algorithms, and they always have a sample code to go with it. So I checked that website today. However, there was none on logo. Every single solution on this website was different from that on USACO. Everyone used a monotone queue. No, actually 100 monotone queues, which is not optimal compared to this, which is just an easy two-pointer, which is what I want to do. So I just tried to implement a two-pointer myself, got 0 points, rage quit, and well, I mean, I still got the problem right, so who cares? I'm just gonna do this on the January contest if there's anything like it. So yeah. Oh, also, when I come to think of it, the new contest system is gonna be pretty difficult for us to name them. Like, do I call them January 1 and then January 2? Or do I just call it late December and then January? So I don't know. I don't know what USchool is doing. Anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, and also that was like a 2, maybe 3 hour grind, because I mean I did get through most of this myself instead of just look at the solution like I did for a few days. But I also didn't actually implement the correct algorithm, so, and I also didn't write solutions like I did yesterday. I don't know. See you tomorrow.